Hi there, Phil Simborg, USBGF Teaching Pro. With a bear in position, that's very, very common. You've got two checkers to bear in, and most people just bring them both in. We've been taught to bring them in, and what's going to happen is the first time you roll a 4, you're going to miss, and you're going to cause some wastage by moving a checker to the 2-point or 1-point where you really don't want to put your checkers. So the answer is, when you have two checkers outside and an open 4-point, you should slot the point. Same thing is true if you have the open 5-point. Slot the point. What if you have an open 3-point, 2-point, or 1-point? Then you bring them in. Don't slot the point. 1s, 2s, and 3s play more efficiently, and it can often be a very, very large error. Don't get hung up on how big an error it is and that it's not that big. By the way, 3% is actually a pretty big error to give away on one move, but it could easily be 6 or 8%, depending on blues checkers and the position of the cube and the score. Now, it gets a little bit dicier on what you should do if you have 3 checkers on the outside. With 3 checkers on the outside, you're less inclined to do the slotting. Let's see if I can set up an ideal position here. Okay, with 3 checkers on the outside, if you slot, you're going to miss a turn, maybe in taking checkers off. So here, you would bring them both in. Let's take a look and see how smart I am. Yes, you bring them both in, and you do have a little bit more incentive to slot the 5-point than the 4-point. So in this case with 3 checkers, it is a little bit more tempting to slot. I suspect this would be very close as to whether you slot or not, but I would still bring them both in. And I said it was close, 0.005. We'd have to do a plus plus and get more accurate. But generally, the concept is right. With 3 checkers on the outside, you should be more inclined to be slotting. Now with 4 checkers on the outside, let's put a 4th checker outside, and let's make blues race a little bit closer so that you're not so far behind and it matters more. Let's put a checker from here to here. Okay, what do you think you should do now with the 6-1? You've got 4 checkers on the outside. It's pretty much the same concept as when you have 2 checkers on the outside. You got a chance to fill that 5-point. Do it. 2 and 4 checkers, you have more of an inclination to slot. And with 3 checkers, you generally want to bring the checkers in more. What about if the point that's open is the 4-point? Again, the 4-point is not as critical to slot, but it's still right when you have 4 checkers outside. Let's see. It's still right. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I want to show you this concept. You have 2 checkers outside, and let's make the race closer so it really matters. You have 2 checkers outside, and you only have 2 checkers on your 6-point. You still slot. You split 6 to 5. And look, it's almost a 5% error not to do that. You lose the game 2% more. Again, that could be a big swing. Same thing's true if you have the 5-point open. You would slot and play 5 to 4 with just 2 checkers. This whole exercise took, what, 10 minutes? And you're going to hopefully remember it and not make this mistake in the future. And yes, it sounds like it might be trivial, but often, it could be a big factor for you. This is how you improve your backgammon. Take any one game or position and change the checkers around. You can even change the rolls, change the stacks, and play with it. And it becomes thematic for you. You begin to understand the position and what you would do with virtually any roll. And it's easy to retrieve the information from your long-term memory because you've done enough of these all bunched together and you have an understanding of the position. You don't have to memorize every position, just learn the basic concepts and tendencies. This video is available to anybody who visits the USBGF Facebook page. The USBGF members know that I do many of these that are exclusively for USBGF members. I've recorded over 100, about 120 of these. And if you remember, you can view 120 of these, and I'm often helped by really top players like Matt Cohn-Geyer, Stick, Mary Hickey, Bob Coca, Steve Sachs, Perry Gartner, John O'Hagan, and I hope to get more experts in the future help me with these. Even if they're not doing the video with me, they've helped me with the content and the ideas. And so you're getting really great information free if you're a member, as a bonus of being a member to the USBGF. One of many, many reasons to join, and you'll hopefully enjoy a lot of these videos and a tremendous amount of other benefits. So those of you who are members, thank you for your support. Please renew your membership and also get involved, volunteer, help bring more people into the game, help support this wonderful, wonderful game. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.